Morning guys, December 4th, 2023. They're gonna call from a lady, an older lady I've worked for before a bunch of times. Fixed their Goodman air conditioning a bunch of times, and outside faucets, and their old furnace. I think I've done some work fixed their toilets before, and she's got a problem with the kitchen sink leaking. It's all wet underneath there. It's probably a drain issue. She'd called me on Saturday, I believe, and I'm going there Monday morning. She said I told her to put a container under it for now. She don't want to pay me the weekend rate to go out there fix it during the weekend. It was not an emergency supposedly, so it's probably a small leak on the drain pipe, most likely. Anyway, we're going over there and see if we can give it the old, how you doing? Miss Molly got a new coat, new sweater, fits her really good. Gap. That one fits you really good, Miss Molly. Some of these sweaters and coats fit her, some of them don't. I mean, this one fits her really good. It's the right length and it's the right size and right color. Little sweater. Some of them are too big for her, and she pulls her legs out of them. Some of them are too tight. This one's really good. Yeah, Miss Molly. Yeah, you're really being Mrs. Fashionista today. You're quite stylish today, Miss Molly. Looking quite stylish today, Miss Molly. Yeah, you're looking quite stylish today, Miss Molly. Yeah, I know it. You're looking quite stylish today, Miss Molly.
To change this thing, you know.
Yeah, I could put a new one in there.
Does that include that also?
Yeah, it comes with a basket strainer and.
Okay.
Yeah, I could change that.
The granite is all one piece.
Well, that's kind of weird. Well, yeah, she's all loose as a goose there. Wow, really bad. Yeah, so let's put a new basket strainer, and I'll have to put a new tailpiece in there. Dishwasher tailpiece, and
No, it's probably been leaking for a while.
oh man, what do they got there? Rubber? That's kind of a guinea rig. Who the hell did that?
What?
Yeah, we'll clean it up.
Yeah.
We'll clean it up, we'll put in new.
There's so many things wrong with it. He used tile.
You want it done right, correct?
Right.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the sink can't be done, but what are you going to do?
Yeah, let me do it.
Okay.
Get what I need,
All right.
clean it up. How's your kid doing? Good?
I'm sorry?
How's your son doing?
Oh, under pressure a lot.
Under pressure?
From work, yes. Pressure with the, $150,000 a year he's dishing out.
3 kids in college?
Yeah.
Wow. Holy shit.
Lindsay will graduate in May from Southern Regina as a nurse.
Yeah.
Daniel, the youngest one, just entered URI.
Oh, so they're all at that age where they're going to college and
John is in his second year in Worcester at Worcester Tech.
I mean, you might as well. I mean, what do you got to? You might as well take care of your kids as long as you can. That's the way I always look at it.
And he lives in an expensive town.
I mean, what else you got to do with life and take care of your kids? It's kind of weird that they cut this thing like that.
He lives in a very expensive town, so his property taxes are sky high.
Say that again?
He lives in an expensive town. His property taxes are sky high.
I can't hear you. You're mumbling there, woman.
Oh, well, I've got something wrong with my voice. Everything in my head is mixed up. He lives in a very expensive town.
Yeah.
And the property taxes are sky high.
Really?
So, anyway, and everything's expensive in New Jersey.
As long as you don't get divorced, you'll be all right. Get divorced, that's when it costs you money.
I'm worried about that because they've had...
Yeah, this white metal thing broke, that's why it's... Yeah. She's loose as a goose. I'm just gonna change this stuff, and this other stuff don't seem to be leaking. We'll probably leave that for now, I guess. Try to save you some money, you know. You're all about that, aren't you? Saving money?
I'm sorry.
Aren't you?
What, saving money?
You're all about saving money, aren't you?
I'm saving money. I'm trying. I don't buy any clothing anymore. I can't buy junk anymore.
Wow.
And a lot of things that I buy are clearance items, like bread, not clearance, but like I buy bread and pastries when they're marked down. Why should I pay the full price?
Right.
So I do that. And then the Stop and Shop here, I got to give them credit. They do put out a lot of things on clearance.
Stop and Shop's got things on clearance?
Well, there's a shelving unit in the middle aisle.
Oh, okay. So that's where you get the stuff on clearance.
A couple of weeks ago, I bought 2 boxes of cereal, half price.
Yeah.
Because they were dented. Not open, just dented.
Yeah, dented. Who cares, right?
Yeah. So I bought them. Hey, I saved $2 on each one. So that's $4.
Yeah, you might as well. I mean, you try to save a couple of bucks, right? I mean, why not? Look at that. Come off.
They mark down their dented cans. I buy them.
Yeah, in other words, it's cheaper, right?
I just don't buy the tomato ones. Although if I know I'm going to use it right away, I'll buy it.
What, dented tomatoes?
Yeah.
Because they got a dent in them?
Yeah, they can.
Oh, skin, yeah.
They can.
Get a little bit of hair happening there. Need a shave.
Oh, I never undid that.
Look at that.
Oh my, yeah. I never cleaned that one. I do wash my hair in the sink.
That's probably why, yeah. Anyway, we'll put a new basket strainer in there and a new I'd like to change this if I could, get it out, if I can get it out. I'm gonna have to put a whole new trap in there or something, or just leave it. I'll just leave it, I guess. 89, good, God bless you. What's your secret?
I don't know, eat anything, everything. I should exercise, I don't, that's a bad thing.
Eating everything, and yeah, eating that cereal's not that good for you. It's all full of sugar.
I do eat, I have a lot of sweet stuff. I've been very good in the last 2 weeks.
How's your heart? How's your heart veins and stuff?
Well, the doctor never says anything. I'm going there tomorrow for my 1-year visit. And,
How's your cholesterol and stuff? Good?
I was taking simvastatin for cholesterol, but I stopped taking it because I was reading too many bad things in the paper by that doctor, Keith Rock. And people were complaining about what it did to them. And all of a sudden I started to be dreaming a lot.
You started what?
Dreaming.
Dreaming?
And I know I used to dream but not even think about it, but then now these days I know I'm dreaming. So I stopped taking them in March.
Well, I'll tell you, if you do take cholesterol lowering drugs, you got to take CoQ10 because that blocks a pathway in your body that makes the CoQ10, which is heart energy. So if you're taking the cholesterol lowering drugs, they say to take the CoQ10 because it's the same pathway that it blocks that part of your system. And that's what the mitochondria, it affects your mitochondria, which is your energy producing things. That's what they say anyway.
So in other words, because I stopped taking the simvastatin, which was a statin, I should be taking the CoQ10 pills.
If you're taking the statin drugs,
I should take the other one also.
You should take the CoQ10 because the statin drugs block a certain pathway that makes cholesterol, and it also makes CoQ10, which CoQ10 is energy for your heart. So if you take that, you're blocking that pathway, you're blocking the CoQ10 production in your body. So if you take the CoQ10 extra with the statins, it kind of like evens it out.
I've been taking cholesterol medicine for years and years and years, and nobody ever said that.
Well, look it up. Look it up on Google.
Oh, I don't have the internet in here.
You can look it up and it'll tell you. It's not something that's
The only thing right now is I'm taking the hydrochlorothiazide, which is basically...
You know what it is? A lot of people, as they get older, the doctor will stop them from doing the cholesterol lowering drugs because as you get older, unfortunately.
Right now, just I haven't taken it. I went for a bone density test last 4 weeks ago.
You went where?
Bone density.
Oh yeah, how's that?
Well, they keep wanting me to take that medication, Fosamax, or he just gave me a new prescription, which I did not know. It's ibendronate sodium once a month.
They get you in all kinds of shit, huh?
So
you go there, they get you on one pill, and the next thing you know, they want to put you on another 10.
So I haven't taken it. That's the first sheet I've read the information. And as far as I'm concerned, they're trying to kill me.
How's your vitamin D levels?
I take a D3 every day.
Yeah, because if that's low, that could affect you. That could affect your
calcium
bones.
pill. So we'll see what he's got to say. It seems to me the report that I got back from the...
You look pretty healthy to me, so...
Yeah, I'm pretty good. I'm all right.
And you're gonna die from something, whether or not, sooner or later, right? I mean, you can't live forever, unfortunately.
I have an aunt related by marriage, only she lived to 104. My mother went to 94 and a half without any medications.
I'd like to get that the hell out of there if I could.
80, he was
I'd like to get this the hell out of here, but it doesn't.
My mother had a
come out.
fibrating heart.
What is it?
Fibrating, it fibrates, whatever. But she wasn't taking very much stuff. You can grow up seeing doctors.
Whoa.
My family.
Look, I get all kinds of flipping hair from hell here, Mama. Look at that shit. Wow. You washing your hair in here? Wow, look at that.
Well, I don't know what the lady...
Wow, look at that. That's a big blob of shit in there. Oh, it's a straw.
Oh, it's not my straw.
Oh my God.
I don't use straws.
Look at that. That is crazy. The straw.
And I don't throw any fat in there either. I don't do that. I don't have fat very much anyway.
You don't do much fat.
No, and I was brought up to put it in a can.
Oh!
In the refrigerator.
Oh. Unbelievable.
My mother, we in the house.
Well, never a dull moment. You ever hear that saying? Yeah. See if I get this thing the hell out of here. It's stuck on there. This thing's just gonna... I have to put a new trap in there, unfortunately.
Yeah, might as well, as long as you're at it.
I got a trap, and we could reuse that clamp thing, I guess. And I got a new one.
No,
Unbelievable. What a flipping... That's what they call a shit show. You ever hear that? Ever hear that saying?
not really.
No? Yeah, this will just come out of here.
You know, my mother owned a tenement house. And there's a lot of summers we saw all those maggots and people's other garbage, but...
Sit up here. This will be fine.
So you're divorced?
Yeah.
You've never bothered to look around to get married again? No.
I've been looking for pretty looking rich girl that don't bitch, but I'm having a hard time finding her. You know? Having a hard time. I'm just kidding.
Well, you'll have to go on the show. That was a good 8 weeks or whatever it was.
Uh-huh.
You watched it? No.
Watch what?
The Golden Bachelor?
The Golden Bachelor.
Yeah, that's been on TV for 8 weeks. He's looking for a wife.
He looking for a wife?
He was a widower.
Did he find one? No?
Yeah. Last.
I heard he dumped her because she was gaining too much weight. Is that true?
Well, I don't know.
I heard he dumped her because she's gaining too much weight. The Bachelor.
Oh, well, you're talking about the other bachelors. The Bachelorette and
Alright, so we gotta cut some off of that. Let's see how much.
This was Thursday night.
They're still doing the paper, huh? I mean, that seems like pretty... What do we got there? I gotta go 5 5/8. Gotta cut off there. No, 5 3/8. 5 3/8. I'll cut off. What's so funny?
Dennis the Menace.
What we got there going on?
He's got hot dogs on the grill.
Oh man, look at
He
this
said,
shit.
I came out early so I could grab a hot dog before you burn it. You know, someone who burns quite often, very often.
5 3/8. That's what it said. 5 3/8 right there. Not easy.
Well, my son and his wife have had. It's been too tough.
I don't know if that's gonna work or not. I guess so. Not easy. I don't know if it's gonna go or not. Looking shit is giving me some problems. How's your AC working?
My what?
Your air conditioner?
Yeah, it works fine.
It's still working.
It's still working.
Yeah.
I didn't run it 24 hours a day and every day, but when I needed it, I ran it. The heating system is what's driving me crazy.
Yeah, well,
Yesterday
we
was
probably need a new one.
Bad day.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Really?
It runs with he serviced it Tuesday
Well, the flipping thing's old.
for the year. You know, the year's service, and yesterday it started. Oh
The
God.
flipping thing is old, man.
What do you think of these new the new?
You don't want to buy a new one. Believe me.
The things that I got on the outside the wall, the houses there.
That's copper in there, I think. Huh?
Those new electric things.
You don't want to buy a new one unless you have to. Believe me.
Yeah, but I'm not this. This is gonna.
You want to buy it? You want me to give you a price on the new system? I mean, it's gonna
That's something I'm not. Ready
knock you into next week.
I already spent $10,000.
I mean, that thing's not gonna be cheap, I'll tell you.
Yeah, but what about those new things that the government is?
No, don't listen to these flipping morons that try to sell you all kinds of
They got one
junk.
across the street. He's got one on his house, and the one on the corner's got one on his house.
What, I mean, mini splits?
Yeah.
Don't fall for that shit. You seem smarter than that. You gonna fall for that nonsense?
Well, I don't know about it. You know?
No, don't be foolish. The new stuff is not like the old stuff. It doesn't last as long. You know, it's just not as good. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I wouldn't steer you wrong. 2 3/8 is what I need. You don't wanna. Nothing but headaches. You want headaches? No.
At the other house that I lived at, I had to put in a new one there, and that.
Well, I'm saying no. Some of the high efficiency stuff you don't want, but you know, a regular system into the chimney, vented into the chimney is what you need here.
The other house had the hot water thing. It didn't have this.
This is a furnace. You got a furnace here.
Yeah, I put one of those gold. It was a gold, something gold. I
Huh?
can't remember the name of it. But it had hot water radiating. You know,
Yeah. No, you got a furnace here. But the problem is, I mean, you got heating and air conditioning, and it's not going to be cheap. What's the matter with what you got?
The system here, it drives me crazy.
Why is it driving you
It's
crazy?
like with a vengeance, and when it starts, it blows up.
Huh?
Yesterday, well, what he did Tuesday now, he did put cement around the piping that goes in the chimney.
What about it?
That was all loose.
Yeah,
And
so?
then he opened up I didn't even know those things existed. Everything that says the heat is like a thing you open and close. I
Let's see
don't know
if
if
this
that
is
should
even
be
gonna
done or
work.
not. I don't know.
We're gonna try. We're gonna see if we get this thing to work for you without it leaking, you know. Here I am trying to save you money. You probably got more money than God.
No, I'm sorry, I don't. My money went to this.
No?
My money went to the godforsaken house. I am lucky. I have a pension, yes, and Social Security. And I'm saving money. For 6 years, I paid my daughter's expenses in Chicago.
Fucking
So
thing
that's
is
the
just.
most I have.
Fucking crazy. I guess you can put a piece of copper in there instead of that. A piece of copper in there. That's what I think I should do. I don't know. Nothing's ever easy, you know. It's always a challenge.
You know, I've never had a husband to support me.
You never did?
No husband to support me and no child alimony. I brought up 3 kids on my own.
Oh, good for you.
And I had a good job. I was a telephone operator.
That's the way to do it. Yeah, do it on your own, you know.
And the husband's, the first marriage was very, very short. I had a child from that. That was a divorce. Right?
Huh?
You ever go out and eat?
Me?
Yeah?
Yeah, I go out to eat.
You don't go out and eat?
I try not to. I try to eat at home and I can cook clean, you know,
Oh.
if I can.
The cultivator shows is changing ownership. The Union Flat closed this winter. I never got to go there, but that was my son's restaurant with his.
I don't mind going out to eat once in a while, but I mean, you don't know what they put in the food, you know. I'm better off making my own stuff. You know what I'm saying? At least I know at least I know what's in the food, right?
Yes. A Mexican-style eatery created by Silverstein and a Portuguese-Spanish spot planned for the former Union's flat space. The Union Flats will be under the same ownership as the Cultivator Shoals. And the Cultivator Shoals, I went on Route 18 for the first time the other day, and I saw these igloos sitting outside.
Igloos? Yeah, because it's getting cold out, probably.
Yeah, so you can eat outside if you want.
Yeah. Where's that now? What are you talking about?
The Cultivator Shoals is where my husband, before the last year or so of his life, and knew he had cancer, he was cleaning the Cultivator Shoals.
Oh, you liked it there?
You know, he was getting some money to live on. But yet he'd been a drinker there for years.
All right, let's see if I can put a clamp on this thing. I should be able to put a thing on it to get it to go up.
That's for the dishwasher, is it?
Yeah, it's for the dishwasher. Yeah, because the way they put it, it's not high enough. I gotta extend it up so it goes up high and then comes back down.
Now,
The reason being is that's the way it should be. I'm trying to clean it up here for you. You know, you want it right, don't you?
right.
For the most part, I'm trying to clean it up somewhat for you. Probably. Right. Maybe.
I'm gonna get my jacket.
Maybe.
But really, that water was in there for a while.
Yeah.
But I never looked. I only pulled out the box of, what do you call it, the stuff for the dishwasher.
Oh, easy.
And I opened the left door to get the stuff to clean the cook plate. And I never really looked at the bottom. I knew the box was damp, but I never thought anything about
We'll
it.
put a pull tie on that to get it to go up there and like that, and then we'll attach it.
the water went underneath that linoleum?
Maybe. I'm not too worried about that right now. I'm just trying to get the thing to work. And then we'll run it and we'll check for leaks, okay?
Something I just thought of.
One thing at a time here, madam. We'll clean it up, get it going, run it, test for leaks, and then you're good to go. That other stuff was pretty gnarly. That's what happens when we get old. We start leaking. Ain't that the truth, huh?
You're right.
All right, let's see if it works. Got a nice new basket strainer in there for you, and we'll fill it with water. Make sure it don't leak. Hey, at least you got a decent spray coming out of there.
Yeah, I know. It's cleaned it up.
Most of the time, it's, you know, a problem. Yeah. If you wash your hair in the sink, you want to leave that strainer in there to catch the hair.
I will from now on.
Because there was a lot of hair down in the drain. But what happened was there was a straw down there. I hooked it on. If you didn't have the straw, it probably would have went down the drain.
Here's some rags, so.
The hair. Yeah, I'm good.
I will from now on. I didn't lose a lot of hair.
Well, you're gonna.
It's half the hair I had growing up.
Something's dripping. Something's dripping up top there. Might have a bad faucet here. Something's dripping down below. Yeah, something's dripping. Something's dripping from the faucet. That's not good. Something's dripping there. The faucet, so it's not the drain. I mean, you got more than one issue here. Ain't that what your doctor tells you when you go see him? You got more than one issue? Gonna put you on all kinds of... Yeah, that's just loose. She's loose.
You asked me about the doctor.
I'll tighten it up.
You asked about the doctor.
I'm just joking about the flipping doctors. You go there and they want to they want to put you on this medicine and that medicine and this medicine. There's a nut up there that's loose. This flipping thing's loose as a goose. It seems like it's leaking from this. Yeah, definitely leaking from there. Let's see if I can tighten it. Yeah, these flipping doctors, you know, they want to get you on all kinds of medicine. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
The doctors.
Yeah, there was an article in the paper on that this week.
Might have to get another faucet for this thing. Let's see if I can tighten it, okay?
Yeah.
And if not, it could be that this thing has just seen better days. It'll be time to... Well, yeah. Flipping things loose as a goose. Wow. Wow. I mean, that thing was really loose. Who put this faucet in?
It was there when I moved in.
Man.
Nobody said, maybe they got put in that cabinet, it's a little nose.
Wow. She was loose as a goose. That's not a good thing, you know, being loose like that. Wow. Wow. You know when the plumber says wow, right? It's not a good thing. All right, let's try that now. I think that's gonna work better. I think that's gonna work better now, hopefully. Fucking nutty.
Columbus Energies Incorporated. Their Star Oil now and Lead Oil Service, which is what for?
Okay, they're all combining.
Yeah.
Well, what are you gonna do? I mean, you gotta buy oil from the cheapest place possible. That's what I would do. All right, so that's not leaking now. That thing was really loose. Got a lot of water in there. Got a lot of flipping water in there, so we'll see if it leaks. That'll be the true test. I see it leaking and it's going down like flipping gangbusters. Yeah. All right, that's good. This is what they call a ball lock. Oh, she's on the phone. All right, that's it. That's as good as it gets for today. It'll be good enough for this neighborhood.
Okay, I thought that was appointment 11 o'clock tomorrow.
Good enough for this neighborhood. You ever hear that saying?
Huh?
You ever hear that saying?
I was listening to the message on here.
I said, you ever hear that saying? It's good enough for this neighborhood. Yeah.
You sound like my Uncle Louis. You resemble him in a way in the face. He always told jokes.
Yeah, I resemble your Uncle Louis.
Louis. French. Louis.
But he always like joking around.
He came over on Sunday at my grandmother's house. We were all there.
Hey, you can't joke around and have fun. I mean, what's the sense, you know?
Yeah.
Gonna be a miserable old buzzard. Nobody wants that. Who the hell wants to be around a miserable old buzzard? Not me. Joking and laughing's part of life. All right, so we're all set. All new.
Same thing, the insurance company. Tomlinson and O'Neill.
This is a ball lock. It's got a little ball on it, so it goes straight down. When you see it's got a ball on it, see the little ball?
Yeah.
All right, so when you put it in there, it floats on the ball. When you push it down, it locks in.
Oh, okay.
So the ball is what holds it up.
Okay.
Before, the other one used to have to twist, but this one just floats. It's what they call a ball lock.
All right.
Okay?
Yeah.
And I filled up the sink, and we dumped it. Your hose was loose. So every time you ran the faucet, it's been leaking. I tightened that up. Whoever put this faucet in never tightened it. So
And he gave me imperfect granite. It's all it's cut on the edges, the borders.
good thing you had me come over here because you had issues. You had major issues. Yeah. Major issues.
Well,
You needed it cleaned up anyway, right? I mean,
right.
yeah.
If I had my way, you could work